Good morning, Desert Sands Unified School District. This is Sean Webb. I'm your Director of Community Engagement and the Foundation, and you're watching Classroom Conversations. As I looked up this morning, believe it's episode 35, Chef Mary. We're moving right along here. But I want to go ahead and first off and thank the Desert Sands Educational Foundation Board for providing this format and this platform for us to be able to highlight all the great things happening on Desert Sands schools, the programs that we have, as well as when we have our community partners on with us. And today we have one of our schools that's going to be represented, La Quinta High School. Got a couple things going on with them. And then we also have one of our great community partners that I've been partnering with on the weekends with Craig Campbell and CoachellaValley.com, and we'll have him on shortly. But I want to go ahead and read off the mission statement for Desert Sands Educational Foundation. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and provides awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. They do that in partnership with the public and private sectors. Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. So we got a lot going on today. I want to go ahead and bring on my co-host, Miss Chef Mary. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Oh my gosh, good morning. I'm wonderful, and I'm right in the midst of living in the Christmas house.
In the Christmas house. And how much snow going on in Big Bear right now?
No, and they're not even predicting any. They keep saying that we're going to have a dry winter. They're blowing snow on Summit and Bear because the nighttime temperatures are dropped. But I don't think they have all of the runs open. But people are coming up and they're skiing and having a good time and, making the most of the rules and regulations that they have to follow. So it's doing well, but I decorated my house inside and out, and it's kind of a lot.
You know what? If you guys aren't friends with Chef Mary on Facebook, you definitely want to request her as a friend. She's got some of the best posts about I would say anything Southern California, but this time of year, I love seeing all your Christmas village going on. And you basically make your house a big village.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a Christmas house. And, I keep looking around. I have a wall, and then I have another box because my shed is done. And so I've been working in the shed. I've been baking cookies. And I just love this time of the year. It's just magical.
Oh, yes.
And I just want to be happy and make the house look happy because I'm over not being happy. And so I said, this time, no, I'm going to drag it all out.
There we go. Well, I'll tell you, with being happy and being, the time and the season and so forth, I do want to point out to everybody that it is Giving Tuesday. And with Giving Tuesday, with the foundation, you guys have heard us talk about it a lot. We're asking for you to go ahead and text CAMFest 2020 to 760-338-2282. We do have CAMFest that'll be starting up next week, and we'll be highlighting that on Thursday's show. You're gonna get a sneak peek, Mary, on Thursday's show of some of the videos they've been working on, as well as I believe we'll even be premiering the PSA that we created for KESQ. So KESQ is gonna be running 50 spots for us about CAMFest, and we got to thank our partnership. Jerry and Sean over there, great partners, of course, and we've got 50 spots coming up on there. I think they're 30-second spots, but it'll be pretty awesome to see our students and their work going up on the television, throughout the valley.
I know it's hard to believe it's here already.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already December 1st. Geez.
I know. It seems like we've been working on the CAMFest for a year. And it was just never going to get here. Now it's 5-6 days away.
Yeah, and when you talk about CAMFest working on it a year, when you have an event where you include 3,000 students, you got to do these types of things, and we can't do that without having an amazing committee. And Christy, she's gonna be joining us Thursday. She's just high energy all the time. Yeah, so we'll be talking CAMFest big time then.
Yeah, she's such a dynamic person. I just admire her energy and her desire to make this all come to be a reality.
Definitely. So I want to continue on. So our last episode, we had these guys on with us. One of our former teachers in Desert Sands, Miss Gentry, and her children. They were doing a little food drive, and this was them here after they got their first jars of peanut butter donated. And it's pretty awesome. They had over, I want to say over 50 jars of peanut butter donated. And then if you go ahead, I'm going to click on this here, their mom did a lovely post for us, Chef Mary. Go ahead, took some video clips of our talk with them, okay? And during it, she gives more details, like 50 jars of peanut butter came in. They're still collecting things, but they partnered with a food bank in Desert Hot Springs, and they made that delivery. So I'm glad that you and I were part of that, and these two young guys, Maverick and Caius, were able to be part of it too. It's just awesome that they included us.
I know. The pictures were so cute with all their peanut butter stacked up and their little faces and their little hats on, and just kudos to them for it.
Sorry, my motion light went off in my office here. I got to start moving around a little bit more. Yeah, but I thought that was just special to have those guys on with us. Yeah. And pretty amazing what they're doing there. So to continue on, we've been talking about this before Thanksgiving. This here is Miss Pena, and Miss Pena. She's from High School, and Miss Pena had a great activity with one of her clubs, and I'm going to bring her on so we can talk a little bit more in detail about what they did and what that picture's all about. Good morning, Miss Pena. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing awesome.
Excellent. So I'm going to get right to it. Tell us what's going on in this picture here.
So California Scholarship Federation, CSF at LQHS. We usually do a food drive with the students here, but this year we decided to do a turkey drive. And so the awesome part is we teamed up with Martha's Village, and the turkeys that were donated, 55. Yeah, our kids did awesome. 55 turkeys were donated. Our awesome culinary housed it in our freezer section. And so the 55 turkeys that were donated to Martha's Village were actually used for the warm meals for the families there. So it was really nice. It was really rewarding. It was nice to be messaging my students and letting them know updates. So it was a good day.
So Chef Mary, you're better with this math type of thing. If we have 55 turkeys and we're feeding families, roughly how many families per turkey, or how many people per turkey would you say were fed on those turkeys?
Well, if you've got like a 12 or 13 pounder turkey, we've actually had a fairly decent meal for like 15 people.
Okay.
Because you're figuring, 3 or 4 ounces per person plus some mashed potatoes and gravy and whatever.
Right.
So, that's because we cooked a 13-pound turkey for us, and we actually sent out 10 meals. And they were pretty generous meals.
Right.
Considering your legs and your thighs, and then, all your stuffing and your gravy. So that's a nice little help for our community.
Oh, no, I thought it was pretty amazing that they did that. And Miss Pena, that's awesome that you guys were able to pull that off in a pandemic. Times are different. Times are completely different, right?
Yeah.
And the best thing, Chef Mary, is they're now doing something different. Ms. Pena, why don't you tell us a little bit more about what's going on now?
So this is our 3rd annual toy drive, and so it's to help our U.S. Marines for their Toys for Tots drive. So we're actually having this full week. You can stop by. The box is right in front of our front office, and you are able to drop off the toys. And at the end of the week, we'll be giving them to the Marines. There's actually going to be, for our community, these toys will be donated. I believe their drive is Indio High School. Okay. But if there's any families out there who are looking for toys, a little cheer in their life, I would definitely check out Toys for Tots. There's a application out there that is, I believe their deadline is tomorrow. So if there's a family in need, definitely go on Toys for Tots. And if you want to donate, please come to LQHS and send any toys. Last year, we were able to donate 100. And we actually have Lambda Sigma Gamma from Cal State Long Beach. They donated $200 so that our students could actually go shopping. And so usually we do a Target run for the kids to get toys for all ages. So this year we're actually going to do it digitally. So we'll have groups, and we'll be buying toys to donate to. So.
Okay.
Sean, that's pretty awesome. When I first moved to Palm Springs, one of the restaurants had a giving tree. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a little tag with a name on it. And apparently they had gone somewhere and gotten these names. And so you would just pick off the tag, and it would tell you what that child wanted. So a bunch of us went down for dinner, and we grabbed about 20 tags, and we went shopping.
Okay.
And that's when I think that Toys R Us was somewhere in town. And they had another bunch of people that were wrapping for donations. So we all bought all these things. The name was put on the child's gift. We took the gift over. They wrapped it. We paid them for their donation.
Okay.
And I tell you, it was heartwarming to take all those toys back to the restaurant and said, here, thank you for what you do. So what you're doing is just incredible. And to go shopping, that's the best part. I think that's the best part. To go shopping for someone you don't know.
Yeah.
And find that special thing and then wrap it up and put their name on it. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
our students look awesome when they're shopping for it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see their faces.
So
Exactly.
if you could tell us, Ms. Pena, what is California Scholarship Federation? What is it? How are kids involved and so forth? Tell us a little bit about the club and so forth.
Yeah, CSF people join. It's been around we're actually celebrating our 100th year, but it's for students who are really involved with their academics and their community. And so the students who are trying to find that balance, there is a requirement to be a part of CSF. So it's usually looking at their courses, making sure we're getting A's and B's, making sure that we are involved in our community or trying to get involved. So we do open for all of our students. We do have a partnership to help students if they're struggling with our requirements. But if you are part of CSF for 4 semesters, by your senior year, you actually get a cord, a lifetime membership. On your diploma, you get a seal that highlights your dedication to the organization, to your academics, and to your community service.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that is definitely an amazing resume builder. It's not only just a resume builder, but a life builder. It teaches. Yeah, it's just, and you do great programs with this. So I want to thank you and applaud you for leading the action there and having some great students to work with.
Thank you. Thanks.
Chef Mary, before we let Ms. Pena go, any last questions for you?
No, I miss my coffee girls.
I know. Drink coffee. I just went to see your face.
Oh, look at that. Now you got a close up. That's why I made sure to do that.
Yeah, that was so much fun to have the girls come down. We just grab coffee and talk about what's going on and, share some information and have all kinds of goodies. They were always my tasters.
I'm not gonna lie, I did get to taste some ice cream from Chef Woods when I dropped off some turkeys. It was awesome.
Yes.
Chef Mary, Chef Wood is going to be joining us on here shortly. We're going to have to ask to see if we can be some tasters of his new ice cream machine that they have there.
I totally agree. I think it should be retired teachers tasting day.
Most definitely. Well, Ms. Pena, thank you for joining us. Keep doing amazing things. Just so you know, we will continue to highlight the Toys for Tots the rest of this week.
Awesome.
And please keep us in, let us know when you have more things. We'll definitely highlight it.
Will do. Thank you.
Yeah, say hi to everyone.
I will.
Oh, it's always nice to have our friends from La Quinta High School on with us.
Oh my gosh, they were just such a joy. I don't know, it's just special times.
Most definitely. So I want to quickly, before we have our next guest come on, I want to go ahead and share quickly about our social media and so forth. But as I shared, it is Giving Tuesday. With Giving Tuesday, we're promoting our CampFest event. We want people to know about that. As we shared, CampFest goes on. It's going to be December 6th to the 12th, and we're looking for sponsorships there. And you can go to the website, officialcampfest.org. It's hosted by us. And thank you, Chef Mary, for being part of that foundation board there. And you can see we're going to highlight a different event every night. And those things will be produced on our platform here, and they'll also be produced on our Twitter page as well as the official CampFest page. But Chef Mary, I'm really excited. I can't wait to share the PSA with you on Thursday.
I know, that's going to be interesting. And you can keep it a secret for a while.
Definitely. And I also want to share, let's see here. We talked about these guys here. Let's move on. Our Twitter page, we have an Administrator of the Year, Mr. Fisher. We'll probably have him on. So you'll love that we had our California State Teacher of the Year on with us. Well, this is her principal. Go figure. Oh, wow. The Administrator of the Year for the California Coachella Valley Q's for technology and so forth. So that's pretty awesome that happened. Sandy Hook promised. We had 3 of our schools that were honored in regards to that. The UConn Report did an amazing article about it. We want to give highlights to Johnson Elementary, Indio Middle School, and Shadow Hills High School. And then my former boss, Mr. Zink, principal at Palm Desert High School, he was nominated for being a Region 10 Educator of the Year. So
much.
Listen to this process, Chef Mary. For his process, so he's nominated, right? Figure you're nominated, exciting, great. No, it gave him a pile of work. So he had to write and produce a 3-minute speech, and I believe that's going to happen tonight. And then he's graded on that speech. That's his process. And
Oh my God.
in a Zoom format. Talk about a rigorous process.
Really?
You have this opportunity for an award. However, you got to do all this work now. But it's fantastic that we're being, noted for these types of things. And then lastly, on our Facebook page, I want to highlight Beacon Light. This is something that Mary Perry and Jan Diaz, they oversee this with their department here. But you can see Beacon Light here. We just, the most recent article here, Start with Hello Week. We go ahead and we take things and we highlight it. And this is a picture of one of the, LBJ Longhorn students who's participating with it. But we take our articles that we find, we take the articles from our schools, and then we highlight them on Beacon Light. And like I said, Chef Mary oversees that department. I'm sorry, not Chef Mary. Mary Perry oversees that.
Mary, I know. The other Mary.
Yeah, I'm getting too confused with all the Marys in my life.
Yeah. Mary T and Mary P.
Too funny. But you know what? Why don't we go ahead and bring on our next guest? Like I said, I've been on his show a couple of times. You did a call-in with us, but we're going to bring on Craig Campbell from CoachellaValley.com. Morning, Craig. How you doing? Welcome to.
Hey, what's happening in Coachella Valley? How you doing, Chef Mary and Sean?
Oh my God, you guys. Wonderful! It's great to see you.
Gosh, you guys have been talking about food. The first thing you reminded me, Sean, is it's December 1st, which means my rent's due. Thank you very much. But then you guys started talking about all this wonderful Giving Tuesday and what everybody's doing around the community. And I just see Chef Mary festive home over there. And you guys have kind of perked me up. You mentioned coffee. I got myself some coffee. There's some benefits to watching the show ahead of time. And you guys are doing a great job.
Well, thank you very much. I'll definitely say that, and I'm going to give you credit right now, Craig. Chef Mary, Craig Campbell is the one that introduced me to doing things live. And he's the person that introduced me to, that with this, you exponentially have better viewership. You're able to reach your people that want to have that information. And Mary, you've been part of this too. So I want to say that I'm so sorry, Mary, that I put you guys through all this live stuff. This is the guy who's been my coach along the way. Whenever I got some issues or whatever, I give this guy a call. So Craig, thank you very much for all that. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, we're just beginning.
Exactly.
Streaming is something so important. And, we went over to the film and broadcast class over there at Palm Desert High School just recently. We talked a lot about streaming. They had some very neat things. Of course, we've got television and radio and all kinds of media. But streaming live and streaming is what is going on. It's doing it all across all kinds of social media platforms and, of course, even on websites. So we're enjoying it, and it's been a great way to communicate with people. In fact, we're doing this also on a watch party right now on today's on Coachella Valley. You got 17 people over there hanging out watching it as well. So shout out to them as well. So
if you would also mind,
go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, if you wouldn't mind sharing with our viewers that normally don't know what CoachellaValley.com and so forth, can you tell them a little bit about what that is, what it represents?
So we're news and we're entertainment, built really organically on online, fully 100%. We're one of the largest influencers out here as far as social media is concerned. Close to 800,000 social media fans across 9 different channels, Twitter, YouTube, and different things. So we've been pioneering in that area and sharing and trying to cover as many events and things that are going on in the Coachella Valley. Our news is usually positive and upbeat. Of course, COVID's been really important on things that are opening and closing, and just the spirit I've watched throughout this community, how empowering people really are in taking this on. And I've seen so many business people, and you've highlighted schools, teachers, communities, people rallying, and it's just so creative. People are doing some amazing things out there that I've never seen, and streaming is a part of it. We're all getting involved this way for social distancing and safety, but it's also becoming very convenient. I've liked it for a long time to be able to connect with people, and we're doing it right here. I love it. I love doing this.
Yeah, and I like the fact that we can kind of talk about the things that are good and wholesome and happy, and we see smiling faces and the little kids with the peanut butter jars. It's those little things, I think, that slip through the cracks. And you look at 2 little kids that are, 7 and 5, I think, collecting 50 jars of peanut butter. How incredible is that people know about those little kids?
Dedicated to positive people, places, and things. You can never report it enough. I just have a question. News. We think about news, and I always wonder, well, we do report when someone dies. That seems to be news. But what about a baby being born? Meaning the positive stuff. That's news too. I think that's the beginning of something great. So hopefully that's what we're doing here.
And Craig, that's exactly what we're doing. Is Chef Mary and I started this off in March. We called it morning coffee with Mary, Chef Mary. And
we did.
Come on and start talking, and we would highlight the great things that are going on in the school district. We just want to make sure that people are informed about what was going on in the school district, as well to know about the great things, to know about like the Toys for Tots drives that are going on at the school sites, the turkey drives that are going on, the idea that we're, I know some of the school sites are doing sock drives right now for the homeless and so forth. We need to promote those types of great things going on, because there's definitely a lot of not positive things that are happening. We're part of it.
We were over at Shadow Hills. We watched. Oh, I'm so sorry. We were over at Shadow Hills just recently, and we watched the senior class sunrise, 2021 senior class. It's been a tradition forever, and they pulled it off. We were right there, filled up with a parking lot with cars, with excited kids, administrators, myself, and they inspired me. We went around and we had some conversations with different kids inside, and they were up, positive, into it, and living their senior year, and continuing to inspire me. So thank you so much. Desert Sands, the school districts across Coachella Valley, 3 of them, doing so many things. I mean, it's amazing. They're operational, doing hybrid, mostly virtual learning, but so many activities as schools coming back. Hopefully it's opening up. Hopefully we're going to get some actual on-campus things happening soon.
And you talk about, the campus things going on and the community things going on. Craig, I want to go ahead and do a virtual introduction with somebody over, online and live here. I'm going to introduce you to Chef David Wood, who's from La Quinta High School, and he's got a really cool program that I want him to share about. Hey, Chef David Wood, how you doing?
Great.
Hey, Chef Wood, how are you doing?
Good
Good.
morning. Oh my God. It's good to see you.
I have a quick clarification. He said that you're still in high school. I thought maybe. Are you still there in La Quinta High School doing some stuff? Or did you graduate? Did you get past it?
I'm still here. I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
In the long
That's
program.
fantastic.
Craig, he's pretty safe. He's in 12,000 square feet of kitchen space.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys have been talking about food all morning, and I'm starving. I mean, I haven't had breakfast. What do you recommend? Am I coming to your place, Chef Mary, or you got me over there, Chef Wood?
Chef Mary's cooking is pretty hard to trim down.
There we go. Well, Chef David, I want to go ahead and put this up here. I've got, 3 amazing restaurants up here. We got a pop-up restaurant with Citrine, and then we see the La Quinta High School Blackhawk logo in the middle. Can you help us? What's going on here?
Okay, so this is exciting. This is called when we were in person, we had these competitions, the Chef Showdown, which was a big fun event with local restaurants and chefs involved working with the students and creating dishes and then serving them. It was a lot of fun. But since we're doing things remotely, Sean Webb has stepped up to kind of help us keep it going, keep the momentum going, and has helped create this virtual showdown. So Chef Andy Hubka from Cork and Fork has graciously collaborated with us on this, and she has all of these beautiful restaurants. And we're going to have a variation of a showdown. The virtual showdown is that the students have formed teams for each restaurant, and then they have kind of analyzed what the menu is like and come up with a menu item. Okay. So they created a menu item that's kind of appropriate for each one of these different restaurants, using seasonal ingredients and things, and working together with Chef Andy, a little as her advising, and have come up with some really fun and interesting menu items that are going to be going on the menu at these restaurants this week.
Now, are these full-blown appetizers, entrees, desserts? Do they get to pick, or how's that work?
They're actually more like entrees, I think. Entrees, in some cases, it might be like a burger, like a interesting sandwich. But they're
actually have the menu up for us. I got it on the screen there.
Okay.
And you'd be amazed at some of those items there. I know it's a little bit tough for you guys to see, but like Cork and Fork has prosciutto wrapped scallops, with
yummy.
squash puree, pickled apple chutney, and a crispy sage. That's fantastic.
Ooh, the Black Hawk burger.
Yeah, the Black Hawk burger is a turkey burger with chipotle barbecue sauce, coleslaw, crispy pickles. Oh, that sounds on a brioche bun.
Now, who gets to eat this? I want to know. You can't just throw this away. So I want to know. I could bring some people. We could do a separate event. It could be held outside, and you guys could bring us some food. Maybe some people can buy some of that food, or actually people can order it, can't they? They can just go right in and order these entrees or different things, right?
Correct. And, it's pickup or delivery, really. I think there might be in some cases that you might be able to sit down outside at some of these locations, but you can order it. It can be delivered. You can pick it up. And the competition will kind of be loosely based on how many do we sell of these different things.
That'd be fun.
I'm going to be trying them all here. I already told my wife about it. I said, we're going to be trying something new every day. So I'm pretty excited about it. And I know that the kids were. And Chef Andy is just fantastic with the students.
David, when does this start and what's the time frame?
It's starting today.
Oh, today.
Yeah, it's starting today and it's going to go for about a week.
Okay.
Yep.
So
It goes the 1st to the 8th, Chef Mary. And she's tabulating how many people are coming in and ordering those specific items. And based on whichever item sells the most from our discussions, that's who wins the showdown. That's which restaurant wins.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a dinner time event? Is it just open for, say, dinner time? What time?
It probably is.
No, I've been talking with Chef Andy. It's all throughout the opening of the restaurant. Yeah.
Okay.
But I will say that here, let me pull up the menu real quick. With Tu Madres, I know they're only open for dinner. I believe Citrine is only open for dinner, as well as Cork and Fork. But Heirloom is open nonstop. It's open all day long.
Sean, tell people what website you're on and how they can get to this so they can look at it afterwards. Where are we at? What are we looking at right now?
Yeah, so luckily we are producing this to Desert Sands Educational Foundation, and we're producing this to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, as well as our Twitter. And then this is also on our dsusd.us. And we're also going to be posting this on all our social media as well in separate posts. So you'll see this on at LQ Blackhawks, and you'll see this at Desert Sands Educational Foundation, because this is a great community event. And I think it's fantastic where Chef Wood has had his students meet up via Zoom. I actually have recordings of that. And once we get some pictures of the dishes, what'll be really cool, and I can't wait to put this together, is I got some video coverage from the Zoom meetings. I've got some pictures from the actual dishes, and hopefully we'll get some pictures of people eating the food, and we'll put a nice little promo video together of the collaboration, because this is the first of its kind, and we're hoping to do more of these.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chef David.
I'm so sorry, Chef Mary. Chef Wood, it's so cool. I mean, I could see students across the valley in all these different schools providing different food for maybe 25 restaurants at some particular point in time. I mean, you could really see this could heat up, no pun intended, and be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll need to get more people involved, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Too,
well, there's 4 boxes right here. I think Sean can expand to 10 boxes. Is that what we can do?
Yeah, we can go up to 10. Maybe we'll do a little showdown on the screen here one of these days, Chef. You never know with virtual. We could always get different here.
Exactly.
Maybe we could do an eating. Maybe we could do an eating showdown, Sean. You and I. Some sort of competition.
So it's not a pie eating contest.
I like it.
Craig, just to give you a little background with Chef David, he was a substitute teacher when I was there with the program, and had gotten to know a lot of the students. And David, one of our students, just got accepted at Greystone. I got a call from him, and he said, "Would you give me a reference, and would you mind talking to my counselor?" And about 2 days later, I got another call back from him, and they've accepted him. And he was one of the students that you and I both had in some of our classes. So, and he graduated 2 years ago. So our program is still manifesting itself into these kids moving on further, just some taking a little more time than others.
I'm sorry about my lighting in here today. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I think what a lot of our students do is when they go out after high school and, they're going to get a job somewhere, even while they're in school and whatnot, it's probably going to be a restaurant. And when they get there, they realize that they already know a lot of what's happening.
Yeah.
They get there and then they realize like, wow, I learned all of this.
So tell me a little bit about the studio you're in there. I see that beautiful kitchen behind you. Where are you exactly? I want to find you.
I'm in the lecture hall of the culinary building. So ordinarily, I guess that's not the camera that I'm on. I sort of picked up a camera there. So in front of me, there's a lecture hall. Behind me is the big industrial kitchen through those glass doors. And, we could even give you a tour sometime if you'd like, or I can.
I would love it.
Tour. But we have one of everything back there. There's some things that we need. We don't even have
like
anything.
My house, one sock, one fork. It's not good.
Yeah, there's so many fantastic things for the students to use, and there's actually more coming. I mean, we just got a smoker, so we'll be doing things like that.
Oh, there you go, John.
I always brought my own smoker from home. You guys finally got one. I love it.
It's big. It's nice. And then we have we just got an ice cream maker. I'm going to make some raspberry ice cream today just to practice. Got to practice.
Now, are you actually having classes happening, or tell me a little bit about what the environment is like right now for you?
So we are having classes. I just had a class a minute ago, and it's on Zoom. Our classes are. So
everything that you're doing currently is virtual, no hybrid, no one's coming in at this point in time.
That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. But it's going to be coming soon.
Happening.
We're
getting
the food's
ready. Happening. The ingredients are still real.
Yeah, we're getting ready for it. We're getting ready, and we actually are going to probably once things get back to normal, you'll see us at some of these different street fairs and things like that. Because we also got a nice tent for doing that kind of thing, doing festivals and things like that.
I was just at the certified farmers market down there in Old Town La Quinta. I did a walkabout on Sunday. Almost 11,000 views, by the way, Sean. Was really a lot of fun. And, it's a great way of doing stuff. It was incredible how spaced out they were, but how comfortable it was. People were so happy. I think it had a lot to do, of course, with the environment it's in there. But I'm a believer of the markets being open and us moving outdoors, especially now during season. We got to make hay. We got to go for it. And I think the idea is to think about how we can accomplish these things. Let's figure out how we can open and stay on that track and keep asking that question. What do we got to do in our current situation to make this effective and continue to enjoy and have fun, right, Mary? Isn't that the buzzword today?
Yes, be happy. Be happy. I know up here, being outside on the resort, of course, everybody is outside skiing, but the atmosphere is pretty exciting. They're happy, they're laughing, they're all talking. They're having lunch, they're skiing, they're knocking off snow, and maybe tailgating, and it's just a happy place that these people have come to, even if it's just for a day or for 6-7 runs down the slope.
I'm so sorry. There's a lot of things. We got a Candy Cane Lane open. You know what I'm saying? These are exciting, fun things that people can experience. I was over at the La Quinta Resort. The tree lights up every night, and it's open. You can eat. You can walk. They encourage you to walk the grounds with the mask. You got, like I said, Old Town La Quinta. It was packed out. People were buzzing, having fun outdoors with families, with their pets, sitting down, eating. And there was even a couple of people that snuck in there and were doing a little bit of live music. MichaelKeithMusic.com, little plug there. He was a little rogue, but it was really an incredible experience. And so I agree with you. Wherever you see the people and everybody out doing, there's just the magic again.
And Craig, it's kind of funny how you speak about all these different organizations. La Quinta Resort, they've been a longtime partner of La Quinta High School.
Yes.
You talk about Old Town La Quinta.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, longtime partner, La Quinta High School. They've held parades there for their homecoming over the years, as well as many of the students have gone there to work for jobs and so forth. You talk about Michael Keith. His family goes to school in Desert Sands. He's performed at CamFest. So I love that you keep on bringing up all these different organizations and so forth. They're great things, great entities, great things that are just a standstill in the community. and they all are associated with Desert Sands and La Quinta High. So it's pretty
Well, let
amazing.
me throw out another guy. Dean Mayo, deanmayo.com. Art on Main Street used to be an event that was outside on Main Street there. And they unfortunately, because of COVID, it's now the certified market on Sunday only. Art on Main Street now is a gallery. So they actually brought it indoors. And Dean Mayo, I ran into him during the live, deanmayo.com. And another one of our great friends, someone I've known for a long, long time. It's really been about festivals, communities, and doing some really cool things during COVID.
Well, I think it's pretty amazing. And Chef Wood, what you're doing here with Chef Andy, with going ahead and doing the virtual showdown, I'm looking forward to seeing how the results are and seeing if this helps, promote sales at her restaurant and so forth, because she's been a great partner at La Quinta High. Amazing partner from back when both Chef Mary and I have been there. So I wish you guys luck in this competition. I'm working on the posters and so forth for social media, and you'll hopefully get that before the end of the day today. And we'll start promoting this even more. And Craig, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. I know Chef Wood would love to come on maybe CoachellaValley.com to talk about this event.
Oh, we're not going to talk. We're going to eat. He and I are going to eat. Okay, I'm done with the talking part.
Yes.
I want to put him to the task. I'm going to do it. It'll be a lot of fun. And I'm going to come back at officialcamfest.org, give a shout out. We are also media sponsors for that. This is the 4th year. It's going to be virtual. It's going to be cool. And you guys can donate now. You can go right over to officialcamfest.org. Get involved. Children's Arts and Music Festival. It's all about the school districts out here. There you go. Sean put up the information. You guys can put donations in right now. It doesn't matter, $1, $2, $5. Anything helps out. And it is very, very exciting. We did a little bit of live and got a few people to give us some money, and that was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Sean? It's always so rewarding. This community is so cool. So far, I'm going to eat, I'm going to be entertained, and I'm going to be happy all day today.
There you go. There you go.
That's be happy.
What? Chef Wood, I know you got class. I'm going to let you go. Is there any last things you'd like to share about what's going on with class? Maybe any, what's the other partnership you got potentially working? Maybe give a snippet to people with CV Harvest.
Oh, yes. CV Harvest. We do have the students sort of a fundraising little business that the students have done starting last year was a soap making. Okay. So we made these beautiful soap and then the pandemic hit. So we still have a little inventory of this, and the CV Harvest is going to help us sell those.
Excellent.
Well, soap is needed during the pandemic, isn't it?
Exactly.
Come on, guys. This should be a good, easy sale. Maybe we have to go talk about marketing, a little social media marketing.
Exactly.
Hey, you should have a bar right now and show us. We should be selling bars.
It's my fault. I kind of pulled this out of left field to bring this up. I know that Chef Wood is class coming up, but Chef Wood will definitely promote the soaps and so forth. And can't wait to hear about that virtual showdown. You have a great day.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Good to meet you, Chef Wood.
We'll see you later.
Excellent.
Craig, I'll have to tell you this funny story. When we were when he was substituting, he came in and we had another project we were going to do, and he says, "Well, I'm going to show the kids how to do something." So he brings all of this stuff with him, and he's making soap in the classroom. And I'm like going, "Hey, we're cooking. This is my class, my classroom, and you're making soap. We're supposed to be making food." And the kids just got a huge, just fun out of it. All kinds of designs and flavors and smells, and it just gave them another avenue of something different to do. And they were really excited about it. And his soap I still have some. It's just beautiful. So it is well worth.
Well, if we could come up with edible soap, we have something there, Chef Mary.
Well, when I was younger and we said bad words, it was edible soap.
That's not edible soap. That's not quite what I'm thinking about.
That's too funny.
Oh, you know what? I am curious. What kind of words were those? Did you want to share? Oh.
So I just want to give people a reminder before we head off today. We have Giving Tuesday that's going on, and at the Foundation and Desert Sands and Classroom Conversations, we're helping promote this by texting CAMFest 2020 to that phone number there, and you can help donate to help promote the performing arts in Desert Sands. and help performing arts and all the schools and so forth. So we're helping to do that. So Craig, I want to thank you for helping us promote CamFest and giving us some shout outs about that. I didn't even have to ask for it. That's outstanding. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Oh, you bet. You bet. You know, like I said, we've got Coachella Valley, the watch party still going on. A handful of people over there. There's actually 10 hanging on, watching and talking with me. So I've been interacting with them as well while we've been doing this. And I'll continue to promote CamFest and everything that's going on in our school districts out here. Our kids are so important, and so it's also a big employer too. Is Mount Desert Sands Unified School District and the other school districts?
We are in the top 5 employers in the Coachella Valley. I believe it goes to the casinos, the hospitals, and then it comes right to the school districts. But we're in the top 5. We have almost 3,000 employees here in Desert Sands, and yeah, it's pretty amazing with everything that's going on here and with the pandemic and so forth. But we want to make sure that we can go ahead and promote CamFest and have people donate there by going to that phone number and sending us some information. Yeah,
Yeah, we had an article on CoachellaValley.com. I think it's maybe the second one in line there about CamFest. It's got some links and stuff. It could make it easier for you guys to click on things. CoachellaValley.com, go check it out and head on over to the official camfest.org and learn a little bit more about that virtual event coming up December 6th through the 12th and culminating on the 7th day in a compiled video. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the different students and what they're doing.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. And as you do on your show, Craig, I want to just give a shout out for people that are watching and give us some comments. Mary, you're going to recognize this first one here. This person coming in from Rochester, New York, her sister, saying good morning. And then we also have...
She just had a birthday. She just had a birthday.
Oh, okay. Excellent. You got to do a little virtual hangout?
We did. It happened. I think it fell. No, usually sometimes it falls on Thanksgiving, so it's a double whammy.
Okay.
Turkey and Carol.
Okay. Excellent. And then we also have one of my close and dear friends, family member, Harriet McNicky, watching. Geez, I'll give you guys some math here. Harriet is the mother of one of the quarterbacks I first coached back at Coachella Valley High School many years ago in 2002, 2003. And her son's wife is my cousin Jamie. I'll give you a little math there, Mary. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Jamie.
Yeah, I wanted you to follow the math there a little bit. Oh, and guess who's watching? Our very own Vice President of the Foundation and our campus creator, Christy's watching, thanking Craig for the shout-outs. Definitely appreciate you. And Christy, we definitely appreciate you too and what you're doing for campus. We're looking forward to having all those videos. And like I said, Chef Mary and I can't wait for Thursday to get a little snippet here and there.
I know. I want to see these guys in action.
Yeah, definitely. Chef Mary, what else do you have going on for today?
I'm probably going to go into work for a little while, just kind of catch up on some paperwork. But what I did want to tell you, Sean, is a couple of years ago, a friend of mine bought a house on Candy Cane Lane, and I got to stay there for like 2 or 3 days.
Oh my!
And you actually could, you walk out the door and you were in it. I mean, it was like magic. It was like being in Disneyland. And we got to know some of the neighbors and the history of it and the work that was involved, but the dedication of each neighbor. When you move into that neighborhood, you almost have to put something out in your yard.
Right.
You just can't move it and not have anything. But some people had candy, some had interaction displays, and like Craig said, it's pretty magical when for a couple of hours you're just in another world. Lights and music and people, and so it's like another be happy time. It is. It was really happy.
You talk of that, of happy times and so forth, and I'll end on this. This weekend, I put up my own lights, and Tara did the Christmas tree over the weekend. And to have my 1-year-old come up to the tree, and we just go to a different part of the tree, and she's just in ooh and ah, and trying to grab everything, and just seeing the lights, and then to walk around our cul-de-sac, because I'm lucky my cul-de-sac has about 4 homes all dressed up and so forth. So we get to see those. So that's a lot of fun. But just to see her reactions and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that, and it's definitely needed in these times. Definitely.
Yeah, and I think I was decorating the tree, and when Madison comes up, we have this big craft box, and so I just let her go wild at it. And so I'm going through the ornaments, and last year she took just 3 great big clear rocks and made a snowman and put little diamonds on him and a little hat and whatever. And I pulled it out. And I thought, these are the times that you look at this thing and it just makes you smile and you're happy and kids are making something and being creative. And so pretty soon with Brooklyn, you know, she'll be making those little treasures, and
Oh yeah.
you have to have them. I mean, I think I have things from Steve from 40 years ago.
Yeah,
On the tree.
I'm very fortunate. Tara's already working on them. She's already working on with Brooklyn and
Yeah.
so forth. But I'm going to go ahead and close this out, Chef Mary. I'll catch up with you backstage, okay? You get
Okay.
you have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Yes, and be happy.
All right, we'll do. So I want to go ahead and close out this 35th episode of Classroom Conversations by giving everybody a friendly reminder. Today is Giving Tuesday, and we'd love for you to go ahead. We're making it very easy for people to go ahead and donate for Giving Tuesday. We're asking people to text CampFest 2020 to the phone number 760-338-2282. You can go ahead and donate if you want to do a one-time donation, a weekly, a monthly, or yearly. If you want to do it, you can go ahead and set it up. But we'd love to have you participate in that. And once again, on Thursday, we're going to have a fun episode. Christy Beasley, the chairperson of CamFest 2020, the chairperson and creator of CamFest, period, as well as the vice president of the foundation is going to join us and give us some snippets and so forth. So we will see you Thursday at 9 a.m. with Classroom Conversations, and I'm sure you'll catch me tomorrow somewhere with meal distributions in the morning. You guys have a great Tuesday. Make sure to wear your mask and wash your hands. Have a good one.